The NHL Draft. 2 days where hope springs eternal. Franchises envision futures built around fresh young talent. But the draft is a gamble. Even the best scouts miss. Case in point, in 1983, 6 teams passed on Steve Yzerman. 6. Imagine the draft boards those teams smashed after Yzerman became a Red Wings legend. Draft day gaffes are inevitable. Some sting more than others. Today we're diving into the what-ifs, exploring alternate NHL realities where teams made different choices. Buckle up, hockey fans, it's going to be a wild ride. Let's rewind to 2014. The Florida Panthers are on the clock. They need a game changer. They select defenseman Aaron Ekblad, a solid pick. But wait, hidden in plain sight, drafted one spot later, is David Pastrnak. Pastrnak, a dynamic scorer, goes to Boston. He becomes a Bruins cornerstone, racking up points and terrorizing opponents. Imagine Pastrnak electrifying the ice in Sunrise, Florida. Would this have been the spark the Panthers needed to end their Stanley Cup drought? 1. The year the Rangers drafted Mark Stahl 8th overall. Stahl had a respectable career. But what if the Rangers had gone in a different direction? Enter Patrice Bergeron, still available at pick number 44. Bergeron becomes a Boston icon, a complete two-way player, leading the Bruins to a Stanley Cup. His leadership, his dedication, everything screams New York. With Bergeron anchoring the Rangers, could Broadway have celebrated another Stanley Cup parade? What if Washington never drafted Ovechkin? A capital conundrum. The 2004 draft was historic. Alex Ovechkin, the Russian phenom, was the consensus number 1. But what if the Capitals had zigged when everyone expected them to zag? What if instead of Ovechkin they selected Evgeny Malkin? Malkin, chosen 2nd overall by Pittsburgh, became a force. He's a Stanley Cup champion, a scoring machine, a true superstar. Ovechkin, of course, is synonymous with Washington. He delivered a Stanley Cup, ending years of playoff heartbreak. But Malkin in DC? It's a tantalizing what if that could have reshaped the league's balance of power. Goalie gaff? Did the Flyers miss their cup window? The year is 2003. The Philadelphia Flyers, desperate for goaltending, draft Steve Mason. Mason showed flashes of brilliance, but never reached his full potential. The Flyers, meanwhile, watched their Stanley Cup aspirations fade. Now imagine if the Flyers had selected Carey Price, still available later in the first round. Price, drafted by Montreal, becomes a generational talent, a goalie capable of stealing games and breaking hearts. With Price backstopping the Flyers, would they have finally captured that elusive Stanley Cup? It's a question that will haunt Flyers fans forever. A league remade, the ripple effect of redraft right. Draft day decisions have a ripple effect. One player can change a franchise's trajectory. Our hypothetical redrafts reveal just how different the NHL landscape could be. Imagine the Florida Panthers celebrating a Stanley Cup with Pastrnak leading the charge. Picture the New York Rangers hoisting hockey's holy grail, led by the unwavering Bergeron. These what-ifs are more than just thought exercises. They remind us of the draft's unpredictability, the fine line between triumph and disaster. They add layers of intrigue to every pick, every trade, every decision made on that fateful day.